Good morning, guys. It is currently 9:30 in the morning, and I am on my way out to the studio. Today is a very big and exciting day. The cabinets are getting installed today, and I'm super excited to see them. So, yeah, let's make our way out there and check things out. Now, while we're on our way out there, you can probably tell it is very much winter here right now. You can see there's huge snowbanks everywhere. We've got absolutely dumped on a few times in the last, I don't know, month or so. And yeah, we got a lot of snow here, so it's, I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people, I can deal with the snow as long as it's not super cold, but it's been really super cold lately, as I'm sure you've seen in a few of my videos, so it makes it a little bit harder to handle, but yeah, I don't know. I've grown up here all my life, so it's just what I'm used to, and we'll get through it.
Hi there, what can I get you?
Hi, can I get a large half coffee, half French vanilla? That's it.
Okay, 6 minutes, sir.
Thank you. Sorry, we had to make a pit stop at Tim's. I needed coffee. You probably can't tell, but the roads are really wet right now. Ruby is filthy, like just filthy. It's pretty gross, so I gotta get her cleaned up soon. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to see the cabinets. Although I'm maybe equally as excited for my coffee. I haven't had coffee yet this morning, and yeah, I don't function well without coffee. Perfect, thanks.
Have a good day.
You too. Okay guys, well when we left off in episode 8, the shop floor got coated with the same floor coating as the studio, a ton of work happened on the exterior of the building, and I took care of a little painting project in the studio. Now, shortly after I arrived at the studio, the guys showed up with the cabinets and got them unloaded, but before they can get installed, there's a little bit of prep work to do, and one of those things is to bring the wall out to be flush with the grade beam so the cabinets can be screwed in properly and there's no weird void behind them, and the second being to get some blocking in behind the two 36-inch wide lockers I've got going in. Now once those things were taken care of, it didn't take long and the first one was installed, but it's not an overly quick process as each cabinet needs to first be unpacked, then have the legs screwed in, and there's even a small piece of the cabinet that needs to be grinded off to allow for a better and tighter fit. Now if you were wondering why I went with these specific cabinets, well, besides the fact they offered a modular design, I won't have to worry so much about the moisture that'll be in here or whether they get splashed a bit as they're powder coated, which is kind of the whole theme of the finishings in the studio. With my current garage, I have to be careful around the cupboards when I'm cleaning the floor, so that was an issue I wanted to address here. But aside from that, and honestly, I just wanted something that looked really good, offered me a sturdy enough construction, and didn't break the bank. There's no question you can spend a pile of money on cabinets, and I definitely didn't feel like doing that. Hey guys, just wanted to jump back to the garage here real quick to let you know that I'm super excited to be working with Omaze again to offer you guys the chance to win a custom Deperti Ford Bronco, all while supporting a great cause, the Warrior Built Foundation. That's right, Omaze is giving away a custom Ford Bronco, so for your chance to win, simply go to omaze.com/thedetailgeek2. Omaze gives away one-of-a-kind prizes and experiences, all while supporting chosen charities all across the world, and in the case of the Bronco, they've chosen the Warrior Built Foundation. Now, this foundation seeks to honor combat veterans and wounded service members by providing them with vocational and recreational therapy through experiences working with mechanics and vehicle modification, and by going on recreational adventures all across the country. These opportunities break through walls, foster an environment of healing, create great memories, and help form new support systems. But best of all, you could win a custom Ford Bronco, which includes some serious upgrades. Over $80,000 worth, including sidebars, skid plates, Gibson exhaust, KC Lights light bar, and a Smitty built winch. I don't know about you guys, but if I won the Bronco, I'd be pushing it to the limit off-road, and I wouldn't let Mike anywhere near it. For your chance to win a custom DeBerti Ford Bronco, simply go to amaze.com/thedetailgeek2 and enter now. Donations support the amazing work of the Warrior Built Foundation. Okay, now let's get back out to the studio and check on the progress. Alright, well the cabinets are a little over half installed now, so here's a quick look at what it's looking like with all the drawer hardware and shelving installed. Okay, next up here is to get the sink cabinet installed, and that first starts with cutting out the rough opening for the sink. Okay, with the sinkhole cut out, the next step was to carefully mark out on the back where the water lines, drain, and electrical lines need to come through, and then get the holes cut out. Alright, now that all the lower cabinets are installed as well as the two lockers, it's time to get the uppers in, and that first starts by drilling out a hole for the electrical wire to come through as I'm having under cabinet LED lighting put in. And while this isn't the easiest thing to install by yourself, it's clear he's done this a time or two before because it sure didn't take him long to get it in, and standing on the cardboard to protect the top of the cabinet is a nice touch, even though that won't be the final countertop. Okay guys, well here's the grand reveal. The cabinets are all installed and looking fantastic. As you can see, I went with a very symmetrical design, and like I mentioned in earlier videos, I'll be putting a TV on the wall in between the two uppers, which is why the sink is off to one side. But overall, this is going to give me quite a bit more storage space than I have in my garage right now, as I've got a bunch of personal tools and stuff in there too. But anyways, to give you a bit of a walkthrough here, like I mentioned earlier, I went with two 36-inch lockers that I'm going to have a few pull-out drawers in. Now I had the guys give me one in each for now, but I want to take some time to see how I'm going to organize everything before I decide on how many I need. But they're really slick and will hold quite a bit of weight. Then as you can see on the bottom, I went with a couple of straight cupboards and drawer cupboard combos, and then one 5-drawer unit in the middle. Then the uppers are pretty standard aside from having the LED lighting I mentioned earlier. Overall, I'm really happy with how these are looking, and it's definitely making the space come together now. Now just before we wrap up this video, I'll give you a small peek at what's going on all the walls in the studio. It's a PVC slat wall, and not only will it look awesome, it's obviously 100% waterproof and will clean up super easy if it does happen to get some mud or dirty water splattered up on it. And in terms of colors, I decided on a gunmetal strip at the bottom of the wall to coordinate with the cabinets, and then a lighter gray on top. And this all sits on top of a channel on the grade beam, which will also house LED strip lighting around the entire studio, which I think is going to look awesome. Okay guys, well I think that is where I'm going to wrap up this episode. Now as always, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future episodes. But yeah, it is really starting to take shape now, although I know I keep saying this, but there's still quite a bit of work left to do, including some of my own, which you guys will see down the road a bit. But until then, let me know down in the comments what your favorite part of this video was, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.